space level where it ended, and I wandered around for 10 minutes because the game was sadistic and I couldn't figure out how to get anything to the portal.
You were pretty close. It looked like you were having trouble with the seesaw because it's really hard to use that thing to throw the rock and not knock the target thing. What are they called? We call them car parts. The things that you get to move to the portal. So that's hard to do, but you were pretty close to the end.
Yeah, I think that was probably the last or second to last space level based on how long the volcano was anyway. So I was okay.
Yep.
I felt I was doing all right, but yeah, my progress really started slow towards the end.
I love it.
Tristan never really stopped kind of going through levels extremely quickly.
Tristan?
They made it to Inca, the third batch of levels, and we're making pretty good progress in there too. But then we hit Tim.
In my defense, I soft-locked the first game twice and spent 30 minutes trying to go through a door that wasn't a door in the second game. It was owed to me.
Yeah, like I said, when we first faced off, you managed to soft lock twice. So the fact that this time you find 2 level warps, I think that evens us out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. So great job, honestly. This was a blast to watch. Probably not a blast to play, but a blast to watch.
I liked it.
Well, once you got the hang of the jumping mechanics and some of the absolutely pixel perfect controls, I mean, I realized way too late that L and R actually move you 1 pixel to the left and the right.
Oh, is that what they do?
Yes.
I thought they shifted the screen. I guess that's another button.
No, that's holding down A, I think it is.
If your game's that precise, it's like maybe you made it a little too precise if you need pixel perfect movement.
Well, that was one of the other things, was that for a lot of the switches and things, because the ping pong balls didn't track when they were off screen, despite the fact that they would bounce and come back, they couldn't hit anything off screen.
Yeah.
You had to shoot and then scroll the screen and hope that you would hit the switch or whatever you were aiming for. Mm-hmm. It was cruel.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was playable. It's just a really poor use of a license with iffy controls and not great design. Mm-hmm. But it's better than Rockman X.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad that you like it.
Is that what you got out of that spiel?
Yeah.
They liked it? Okay.
Brossentia doesn't listen to me. It's fine.
It's kind of true. Anyways. I'm currently getting ready for Techno Cop. And so, we have 4 people going up against each other. Julian, Absnerdy, Zayla Ray, and Corndan. Yeah, we get to subject some of our own to some of these games today. It's great.
I believe I am co-commentating this in place of Catus, but I don't know for sure.
Feel free, sure.
As Catus made me play it for about half an hour earlier today. So
He made you play it?
It's kind of rude.
Kind of.
Catus? Making Faizu play video games?
Unacceptable.
I know, it's... Why would anyone make me do that?
I mean,
especially games that are turning up in this.
You did just get through your match, though.
I did. And I didn't get incredibly angry at it, unlike Rockman X, so...
But it's so funny when you're angry.
Not with Rockman X. That was not funny anger. That was just a serious, I hate everything.
Serious, I hate everything. Oh, that's perfect.
That game put me in a bad mood. Mighty Max was bad, but not agonizing, not rage-inducing.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we do need to find out who is doing audio. Do you happen to know who's going to be our audio person?
I haven't got a clue. Catus, where are you?
Let me take a look. He probably said it, and he's like, it's probably already decided, and I just missed it because That's my life. I miss everything.
I'm asking
Except
him a
for
question
time
about
today.
that. Yeah, I saw that you got it dead on. Well done.
Yeah, that never happens.
That, or you set up a script to automatically stop it at the 1 hour mark.
I'm not that smart, okay?
I kind of thought Brossentia had some serious skill before, and now I'm like, well, yeah, of course, it was a script. Why wouldn't it be a script?
He just managed to find a stopwatch thing that actually stops at 1 hour. You set it to the time you want it to stop at.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Brossentia. We discovered your secret.
Did anyone hear him press a key when it stopped?
I did.
Do you have hand cam to back this up?
No. Oh my gosh.
I
many
believe
doubters.
you, Brossentia.
The
I believe you.
unbelievers. I'll show you. I'll show all of you.
We're gonna have to do a skill check, I think.
We need a do-over.
This is important.
No.
Oh, we're getting a do-over on this next one, aren't we?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you really want one, we're gonna do one because I have to do it for literally every game that we have.
This reminds me of how bored we were in school at times, where we used to try and stop the stopwatch function as close to sort of the 10-second mark or whatever as possible.
Oh, you did that too?
Oh, you did that too?
Taking a look.
I thought I was going to be told off or mocked for doing something like that.
No, I did that too.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm checking right now. Just to make sure that I have all the deets. That stands for details, okay, boys?
Oh, I wasn't sure what you meant.
Okay,
Thanks for clarifying.
I figured out the abbreviation through context, but it was a close run thing. I wasn't entirely certain.
Okay, Corndan is doing audio for us. Thank you, Corndan.
What does he mean? Does he mean detours? You figured out the detour? It's unknowable. All right, I have to have lunch. Thank you all so much.
Go.
For
This was a
playing the
blast.
game. It was fun.
Base Guitar Bill, I'm not thanking you for anything. Bye.
That's understandable.
I will thank you on Faizu's behalf.
Okay, I appreciate that, Tristan. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, this is Kusogrand3, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We have hour-long matches to see who can make the most progress during that time. The last match was just fantastic, just beautiful. But we have Time Cop coming up. Pretty
No, we
spooky.
don't.
What?
No, we don't.
Oh, Techno Cop. Okay.
Yes, there
Basically
you go.
the same thing, you know?
It's also a terrible thing.
Yeah, okay, I messed it up. Techno Cop coming up next. It's good that, like, these cops are out there, you know, studying technology and applying it in real-world situations, okay?
Well, you two actually know something of the game, so I'm gonna hop out and leave you two to it. Have
Okay, thank you, Tristan.
All right. Well, thanks, and GG again, Tristan.
Fun. Yep, GG.
Yeah, it was good battle. Good, amazing battle. Okay, so I'm just waiting for Julian RX to go live.
And then I will go and set up multi-Twitch.
Do it.
That's a good question. Is there a good game with cop in the title? There will be when I finally make Ghost Cop the game. But...
Ghost Cop, the game, the experience.
I feel like there must be a good game with cop in the title. I'm going to figure this out while I wait for you to get the stream set up.
I have no idea. Professor Ness, I'll probably have something this week to play something for an hour, so keep that in mind.
Okay, I've managed to find multiple good games with cop in the title.
Like what?
Virtua Cop, yeah, that one has been mentioned. Beat Cop, which recently came out, that came out last year. That was quite good. And there was a game on Amiga, Atari ST, DOS, and Mega Drive. I have no idea. Sorry, Genesis. I have no idea if the Genesis version was any good or not, but that was called Corporation. Apparently, it was also known as Cyber Cop.
Cyber Cop.
That was pretty good, from what I can remember. I feel like we should almost have it in Kusogrand3 though, regardless of quality, just so that then we have Time Cop, Techno Cop, and Cyber Cop.
I mean, no, it has to be bad. That's the rules, okay?
Yeah, that game, from what I can remember, was actually kind of alright.
Dang it. It's not what I want in my life.
Apparently the Genesis version is definitely Kusogrand3 material, according to Greenerlink SDA, so...
Oh, good to know. Well, we're just about ready. Everybody is captured. Everybody is set up. Goodbye, Diablo music. I love you, but unfortunately, you are a good game. So let me go ahead and check Corndan's audio to see how it sounds.
You do that.
Okay, sounds time copy. I probably need to turn it up a little bit on my end.
It sounds like Time Cop. Has he put the wrong game in?
Techno Cop. It sounds Techno Copy. I'm gonna say Time Cop every single time, okay?
And
I'm sorry.
I'm going to mock you every single time. I hope you realize this.
You're a professional at that, okay?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Just setting up multi-twitch.
Huh.
And that is done, I believe.
Techno Cop.
I love this title screen.
It's pretty good.
Okay, this is weird, but do you know what this title screen actually reminds me of? Is a PC game called Dreamweb, which was it had nudity in it, very pixelated nudity, so it caused a massive furore at the time that it came out.
Oh, spooky.
But yeah, that looks exactly like the protagonist of Dreamweb.
Yeah, see, this guy looks like a police officer. That hair is actually just a futuristic helmet, okay? It's made to look like hair, so they think you can be headshot, but then ping, just flies off, okay? Okay, checking with Absurdity and Julian if they are ready to go. If any of you are racing and listening to my voice, please pause/mute the stream so that you cannot hear what we say. Otherwise, I will kick your patootie. That's the scientific name for the butt.
Have you played this before, Brossentia?
Nope.
Okay.
Just waiting for Absurdity. Okay, I am sending a message to Mr. Absurdity. Maybe sometime he'll confirm. Where are you, Mr. Absnurity? Could someone hop over to Absnurity's chat and
What do we need to tell him?
basically say check Discord? Oh, there he is. Never mind. You don't have to do that.
Too late.
Wish them the best of luck because we are starting the countdown. Oh my gosh. Faizu, I'm excited for some Techno Cop. This music is actually pretty legit though. Okay, as soon as I see movement in a game, I will start the timer. Oh, and we get driving.
Oh yes, we get driving. And Liam Piper, to answer your question, yes, this is that game. I will explain what Liam Piper asked me in a moment.
Wow, I can barely hear the game now.
Yeah, it does sound suddenly quieter than the title screen music, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, Faizu, I am adjusting sounds, so do not destroy people's ears until... Now, you're probably good.
Am I? Am I good?
There's no level music, just sound effects.
Yep.
Okay. The only song was on the title. That's okay. We need sound effects here.
Yeah. In this game, you drive between the stages.
Okay.
And Julian RX has just shot a kid in the face. And
Julian,
lost
no.
5,000 points.
Okay, I tried playing this game a little bit, but I didn't really understand what... Oh, no! Everybody's shooting the kid! Seriously, everyone except for Zale Ray so far.
Yeah, there are hostages. You can shoot them. Yeah, shooting the child is definitely a thing.
Okay, so give me a gist of, like, what they're supposed to do here. Because, you know, I'm watching this. I tried playing it a little bit. I didn't understand anything. Zale Ray did not shoot the child! Oh my gosh.
Okay, you get to a location. You drive to a location, and then you have a time limit to stop the person before they escape.
Okay.
And if you see one of the little segments on the watch with the timer is white, that shows the direction that the person is in.
Ah.
And yeah, you basically need to shoot or capture the person in question before time runs out. However, it doesn't actually make a great deal of difference if you do or don't. You get points, but you still proceed with the game.
So it doesn't matter if you get them?
Not exactly. From what Katus was telling me, you do have to recapture them later on if you don't get them. I mean, I know that Kate was originally thinking of doing this based on score, in which case capturing them and actually successfully finishing the levels would have been very important.
Yeah.
But I think he's doing it based on straight progression now. Possibly because, you know, this way everyone's allowed to shoot children.
That's so mean.
Well, I mean, if you're not being marked on score, then there's no penalty for shooting a child.
Well, that's good. I'm I'm glad. Okay, at least we have a little leniency when it comes to the law.
One thing they haven't figured out yet, or that I haven't seen on any of the screens, is that they do also have a net gun, which lets you capture people alive. And this takes down enemies in one hit, but has very limited ammunition. And as far as I can tell, the only way to get more ammunition for it is to die.
Can you shoot the child with the net?
No. It will just go straight past the child.
Well, that's dumb.
Would you prefer that you could shoot the child with the net? Are you the child catcher, bro?
Yeah, like, wouldn't it be good to capture the child? No, Zalo Ray! Zalo Ray! Civilian.
Zalo apparently used the net.
Not on the child. Maybe on the child. I don't know. That child is definitely dead, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this... The story in the manual is actually pretty good. I'm liking this.
I have not seen the manual.
Let me I'm going to do a dramatic reading for you, okay?
Please do so while they move to their second location and attempt to stop or catch the thief.
Okay. Crime log. Entry 080509.1. Welcome to the nuclear wastelands of the 21st century, where society ravaged by lawlessness makes it stand against the hordes of mutated goons known as the DOA.
Wait. This is a nuclear wasteland. Why is everything green and there are trees?
Nuclear stuff is green?
I guess.
It's just a lot of nuclear waste, okay? A lot of. It's just pollution all over the place.
That's what's hanging off the trees. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just trees dripping with waste. The DOA, self-named in honor of the fate met by most who cross their path, are led by a mind-crazed kingpin whose real identity remains unknown. An army of DOA punks stand ready to crush without mercy any attempt to eradicate their leaders. No price too high to pay. To my knowledge, I am one of few surviving members of the Enforcers, a once elite crime-fighting legion. They call me Techno Cop. I operate alone, packing state-of-the-art firepower. The 95 Automag, designed for internal explosion of human targets. So, okay. So if you shoot the kid, it doesn't just kill them. It goes inside and explodes. Faizu! This is not okay.
It doesn't. In fairness, I haven't actually. It doesn't animate that. It animates everyone else exploding, but not the children.
Okay, so apparently, Absurdity actually captured the first person. Well, good.
From what Kate is telling me, okay, you see where it says on the side-scrolling sections the person that they are after.
Yes.
Directly below that, there are 5 red dots, and those are your lives in the side-scrolling sections.
Oh.
That said, you do not, as far as I'm aware, have lives in the driving section. If you manage to wreck your car, it's an instant game over. And from what Kate is telling me, it looks like capturing people rather than killing them might get you an extra life, or that may simply be score-based.
Okay.
Not entirely sure. You have the manual, I don't. I just played this for like 3 or 4 levels.
Zayla Ray did get game over, but they're a grunt. So that's good.
That's good.
I suppose.
Is that good? Well, it's better than a peon, going by sort of Warcraft's orc tiers.
True. My VMAX twin-turbo interceptor is capable of cruising at 200 miles per hour plus. Equipped with Apache side-mounted cannons and Pulse long-range nuclear torpedoes, the VMAX transports me down treacherous highways to DOA-infested tenement buildings to hunt my prey. Onboard crime computers provide me with vital updates on crimes in progress. Still, nothing can replace that unmistakable gut feeling I get. I must remain razor sharp. Flying axes, rabid rats, whips, bombs, and brute force lurk around every corner. Any sign of weakness and the blood on my boots could be my own. I have witnessed countless atrocities committed without conscience by those renegade killers. My orders are to avenge those violations of society. I log this entry with the hope that it won't be my last. Techno Cop.
This is way more ironic, considering that so far I've seen 2 children get shot by Techno Cop.
Well, I mean, yeah.
They're probably just like future drug dealers.
Well, yeah, if they're hanging around with these types of people, you know, who knows what they're going to turn into later.
Yeah.
Wow, Absurdity has captured 2 targets, actually.
That does get you some points. That does also get you an upgrade to the car that lets you go faster, I think.
Oh, sweet.
I don't know whether you get that for capturing, killing, or both, but either way. Small running child. Small running child just kicked Technocop in the shins and made him hop around on one foot for a moment.
I used to do that as a kid. Just see somebody in front of me, whack.
Were they a Technocop? Could they shoot you?
I don't know. I don't remember. I was a kid. I wasn't looking for their guns.
Well, if you didn't get shots, they probably weren't a Technocop.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Okay, I'm checking right now because we do have... to get the game announced in just a little bit. Let me see.
Do we know what the next game is at all? I mean, do you have an idea of what it is?
I do have the list here, so I'll go ahead and work on sending those out.
Okay. I'm going to watch Technocop doing his best Spider-Man attempts when he's not exploding people. I would like to point out that level 3 is really confusing on the sheer basis that doors seem to appear out of absolutely nowhere. And yes, this game really does have some of the worst sound effects and no music whatsoever, which is a shame considering how great the title screen music is.
Julian RX is pretty good.
Managed to spin out terrifically, but the car is still in pretty good condition. .232 in progress at the old McGiver building. Drug deal in progress. Approach with caution.
Why not approach with reckless regard?
Approach with reckless disregard for everything.
Absurdity has like plungers coming out of his wheels. I like this.
That's kind of neat.
I'm here to clean up crime and
Absurdity
flush out the enemies.
Absurdity may have made it further than I managed. I'm not sure.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm really not sure right now who's in the lead, but it's being pretty good. This is being a good match.
I think, and I'm certain that Kate will correct me at some point, but I think Absurdity is in the lead at the moment. Julian RX is on the 3rd level.
The grandma! Absurdity, why did you shoot her? No, she was pushing a pram. I call it that so that you know what it is, Faizu, okay?
Why? What would you otherwise call it?
Like a baby basket? I don't know what they're called. I don't have babies.
Baby carriage?
Sure.
I mean, I thought that pram was pretty regularly used, but hey.
Oh no, the child! Okay, Absurdity taking care of business. Stroller. Yeah, we call them strollers, okay?
What a dumb name.
That's because you stroll with them.
I stroll without them.
No, Absurdity, that is game over. Killing Grandma didn't save you.
That was 3 game overs in the space of a couple of seconds. I think everyone has pretty much just restarted.
Beautiful, beautiful.
With the exception of Julian RX. Man. Julian RX is on his way to the 4th level.
Yeah, I guess we really don't have the cars with, or the pushy things, the prams, with like the baby lying completely horizontal. We just have the ones with them somewhat elevated, you know, sitting rather than lying. So we don't really have prams, I guess.
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure of the difference, so I'm just going to nod and go, okay.
Okay. I'm just...
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know baby things.
I don't know, babe. I've only got 3 nieces.
Jiggy, thank you for the host. Hopefully everybody likes technology and police officers in the same screen, okay?
Technology and police officers are the best.
Okay, apparently the first game that I sent out, we do have somebody who has watched speed runs of it, so we will be sending out a second game.
I'm curious as to what the first game was, but I'm sure I will hear all about this later on when people can't necessarily... Well, I'm more curious as to what the game is going to be rather than what it's not going to be, if I'm honest.
Uh-oh, somebody has played that one.
How big is this list that you've got?
Like 4 or 5 games.
Okay.
I'm sure one of these is a nuclear option. Let me see.
Well, I mean, if we get that far down the list, I can offer you some nuclear options anyway.
Aha. Justin saying he doesn't want the nuclear option.
Oh, is Justin in the next game?
Yeah, he is. He is. See,
Oh, I haven't even looked at who was in the next game. Oh, so I see.
yeah. By the way, it's our anniversary next week. That's why we're not having a match, because we're going to be going out of town this weekend. We don't have any matches tomorrow. So, yeah, we get to start it off with a bad video game.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks.
And yeah, this Kusogrand3, participating in Kusogrand3 seems like the perfect way to kick off an anniversary weekend.
I know, right?
In fairness, that actually does seem like the best way, because everything has to be up from there. Like, you know, if flights are delayed or there's problems with hotel or anything like that, you know, it doesn't matter. It's fine. You're not in Kusogrand3.
Oh my gosh. DOA rules! I forget what DOA even stands for.
I don't know.
It
Dead
doesn't
or
even say
alive.
in the manual. It just has DOA all over the place.
Drug organization, all right.
Okay. I'm
Well, that
looking
is-
to see if it has a list of... Okay, it's the DOA mob. They're
The
most
DOA mob?
wanted. No, not mom. Mob. Like a gang.
No, that's much more disappointing. Although that said, assuming you will respond to me, I'm British, I don't say mom.
Oh, it could be dead on arrival. Could be dead or alive. Okay. I don't know. It's dumb. Whatever. Ooh, the adaptation was by Punk Development. That is a good company name.
I really need to track down the Amiga version of this and see if it is as bad as the Genesis version. Because the Genesis version controls unpleasantly. It's kind of the same problem with a few of the other games in that it takes a moment from pressing fire for the animation to play of you actually raising the gun and firing, which means you tend to get hit a lot. Unless you know exactly where enemies are going to spawn. It is worth noting, and I don't know if I should point this out just yet, I might leave it a little bit later. There is something they could theoretically do.
Huh.
which would assist them. But yeah, I'm a little bit wary. I know they're not listening, but still, it's one of those things.
Okay, well, I'm excited to hear what this is. If it does come up.
Well, it's just that, you know, they're going based on progression rather than raw score. Which means that there is the possibility that they could start a level and then just stand still while the timer runs down and then immediately leave the level, since you don't game over if you fail to capture somebody, and then just move on to the next level. On the one hand, that is technically slower than actually going through the level properly, or presumably, but also a hell of a lot safer.
Okay.
That kind of feels like a bit of an exploit, but if anyone figures that out, good on them, I'd suggest.
Oh, it's fine. If you can find something reliable, use it.
Well, this was part of the reason we were discussing thinking about basing this off of score instead, because you get a huge amount of points for successfully capturing or killing the targets at the end of each level. I think it's 50,000 points, which is way more than you can get for pretty much anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we've decided, or Kate's decided to go for raw progression, so that exploit is presumably entirely valid.
Okay, well, cool. Good. Ooh.
We'll see if anyone tries it.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. We've got Julian making some... Oh, that's death. Was making some good progress. Or maybe it was just getting knocked down. But he got up again. Okay.
Well...
Oh?
He's got 4 lives left from what I'm seeing, so he's still doing okay. Everyone's doing all right now, actually, in terms of lives. Corndan's car is a little bit damaged, which is a bit worrying. You can see the little red bar below distance to scene of crime indicates the health of the car, which goes down when you smash into a tree or something. But hopefully he'll be all right, because as I said, if you wreck the car, I'm pretty sure that's an instant game over.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, Absurdity doing a pretty good job, again, catching a lot of these enemies here. He's got all of his lives. Corndan is making some pretty good progress, but doesn't have too many lives left. Oh, yeah, that's game over. Well, that's exactly what I like.
I love that this is a game in which it is sufficiently violent that you shoot people and they viscerally explode into limbs and gore.
You want your bullets to be effective.
But if you get touched by a running kid or a rat, you just grab your shin and hop up and down for a bit. It's like comedy slapstick mixed in with Judge Dredd guns.
Judge Dredd guns. Ooh, spooky.
I kind of want to watch Dredd again after seeing this. It's almost like the good Techno cop film.
Okay, it looks like we do have the game confirmed.
Oh.
And
I'm excited.
Is Tag and Dragon for the NES.
Oh, God.
You excited, Faizu?
I take back my excitement.
Oh, it's a good game.
Oh, Zayla Ray just game overed from destroying the vehicle. Yes, Tag and Dragon. Oh, God, no. That thing. That's not even a game.
It's kind of a game. I'm just checking with NPC if I can send the manual over there. But yeah, Tag and Dragons. Everybody tags those drags, I guess.
I think I've blocked out bits of Tag and Dragon. Like, I can vaguely remember watching NPC play it, but I can't remember how or why or anything much about it. It'll all come back to me in half an hour, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if I want it to. Maybe I forgot for a reason. Alright, how's everybody doing right now? Zayla Ray is going back to the first level.
Ooh, yeah. I know Zayla Ray made it to at least stage 4. Julian looks like this is the first level as well.
No, that's the second or third, I think, unless I'm buffering a bit. Absurdity is on his way to level 4, and I don't know where Corndan is, but since he just died, I'm going to guess on his way to level 1 or 2.
Oh boy. I did find a review that's called, "You have the right to remain bored." Oh no.
God. No. No.
This is not boring, it's just a little bit confusing is what I'd say, you know? If I just sat down and played this for the first time, I would be confused. I'm like, I didn't catch the bad guy, which I know I'm supposed to. Now it tells me to leave, but I still move on to the next stage. What is going on?
Yeah, it's kind of odd in that respect. I mean, it's if they worked with that feature a little bit more, and maybe they do, if what was said later on about how if you don't catch people, they do turn up later on, then, you know, that could be a workable mechanic. But, you know, in terms of having some sort of branching levels or something like that, there's something you could do with a concept like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this game does none of that. It's just borderline uncontrollable driving section followed by borderline uncontrollable side-scrolling sections.
Wow, some of these comments are amazing in this review. Okay, let's see. We console gamers also tended to be a rather more demanding lot, often insisting upon such baubles as music and play control. But the Genesis version did at least boast a warning label on its cover to alert all the fact that it's not suggested for children under 12, because not only do adorable little urchins have a tendency to get caught in the crossfire, but every time you gun down an enemy, he literally explodes into a tiny shower of gore, the disembodied limbs continuing to twitch helplessly about on the floor before lying still in their newly made ruddy pool. Of course, this is depicted with graphics that would look right at home on the Master System, so in this instance, disturbing is displaced by unintentionally hilarious. The enemy AI, however, isn't amusing in the least. These unkempt scoundrels, often in pairs, simply run up to you and proceed to bash away with their whips and clubs, rapidly draining your health despite your awkward attempts to pump them full of lead. As if being double-teamed wasn't cheap enough, it often takes several shots to down each of your attackers, but after fighting 10 rounds, you'll have to stop and reload while the undaunted survivors continue to whittle away your life. You can take out pretty much anyone with a single strike using your secondary weapon, the snare gun, but it's ponderously slow, can only hold one net at a time. Of course, it's not as if your enemies offer an inglorious death under the lash. Many appear out of nowhere to throw knives at you from afar. Ooh, spooky. Okay. Yeah?
Prof Nez, this game came out on the Genesis in 1990. It came out, I think, on the other systems 1988. So I don't know when the US video game rating system started up.
I have no idea. No idea at all. With basic enemies like these, you know the bosses must be something else. Take your initial quarry, an obese slob who proceeds to shove a barrel of toxic waste towards our hero and then does absolutely nothing, making not even the slightest of movements to defend himself. This furious, thumb-pounding first encounter is soon trumped by what appears to be a man wearing a magician's top hat who teleports about the screen not once, not twice, but thrice, and then promptly vanishes in a puff of smoke, never to return. And let's not neglect Sensuous Level 3, a greasy thug who straddles his long, hard cannon as it slowly well, I can't read the rest of this. Sticky globs of ooze, which it really isn't anywhere near as cool as it as it sounds. Naturally, I could list more of these formidable guardians, but that would require slogging through the game again. And dang it, a man's got to know his own limitations. Man.
Oh, yeah. This game is a thing. Although I take huge amounts of offense at that whole thing about how console gamers demand only the best, considering how many games were significantly better on the computer ports. Like Draken.
Like Draken. Oh my gosh. Draken. You know, I want to play Draken sometime. I think I might actually own it on accident.
On PC or on console?
Console.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
yeah,
there was
the
a
console
PC version?
Yeah, the console version is bad. The PC version and Amiga and Atari ST versions, like the personal computer versions of that game, are not too bad from what I can remember.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's beautiful.
Draken is on Steam now because they went and pushed a bunch of their older games up there. I think around about the same time as they put. Oh, I can't remember what else they pushed up alongside Draken. Was Time Gate one of them? Lots of old DOS things, but yeah, it's definitely on Steam.
Okay, good to know. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, from memory, if memory serves, it is significantly better than the console version ever was. But okay, that's really not saying much.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, Corndan killed the guy, but he was meant to capture him.
In case people were wondering, because they were asking about Technocop fan fiction, you're right. I have Googled it, and there is none. Except for the review that we've been reading, you know? That's the only fan fiction we've had.
Give me half an hour.
Give you half an hour.
Sure I can
type us some mad fan fiction, okay?
I can write something.
I think Granny needs to show up, like for sure. She definitely needs to be in this.
Do you want me in this fan fiction to justify the shooting of children and grandmothers?
Maybe you shouldn't include the shooting children part, but the grandmother part, sure.
Okay, you're all right with shooting.
You can shoot the children with the net, okay? I'll let you have that.
But you can't even do that in the game.
Have the net explode. I don't. No, okay, Faizu. Maybe you can, but you have to at least make it sad, okay?
Can we make it like one of those monofilament nets from, I can't even remember, was it Shadowrun or something like that, where they're nets, but they just slice people into tiny chunks because it's basically a net made of razors.
Oh, I don't want that. Why doesn't Technocop have that though? That would be. It's like, hey, I brought you pieces of the villain.
Sorry, I just watched Corndown gun down a grandmother and then turn around and shoot a child while no enemies were on screen.
That's the way you do it. That's how you do it. Wow. Let's see. I'm reading through a little bit more of this review here. There's a lot of blah, blah, blah. You can forget about navigating these deceptively treacherous pitfalls without a potent dose of random luck. Our hero's jumping is particularly unwieldy, causing him to uncontrollably soar a mile into the horizon with an appropriate goofy yerk. It's a good sound effect. Yerk. Despite this, the strict time limits are wont to give you just enough of a count to track down the main suspect's hiding place, provided you had a sense of where you were going, but the radar is incredibly vague, which isn't much help in such a convoluted waste. It's all too common an occurrence to wander aimlessly about in search of this boss, occasionally stopping to expend a few lives on the chronically similar goons, only to run afoul of the timer and subsequently find yourself engaging in a hopeless search for the door you started from, and then you'll head for the next level only to wonder if you were unknowingly caught in an inverted warp zone as you suffer through well-nigh identical surroundings and struggle with the same frustrating enemies. Perhaps the game's most considerate feature, then, is that you don't even need to achieve success in order to progress. Fail to eradicate or even locate the stage's boss, and the game will still chug merrily along, even to the point of awarding you, theoretically, cool new gear for your car, as if you'd actually deign to pretend this was a real game, instead of making yourself a tasty sandwich while loitering by the entrance for 3 minutes. It's almost as if the programmers realized the sum of their efforts was barely playable, and that no one would ever persevere to the end. Feeble developers, I salute your painful honesty. Yerk.
So basically, this review points out the exploit.
Yeah. Which is enter the level, go make a sandwich, and then leave the level.
Yep. The thing is, I think that we could probably have written this review right now. Like, based solely on what we've seen.
Yeah, I think so. The short-lived novelty of exploding perps aside, there's honestly little else of interest to merit this barely mitigated failure of a second glance. Except
and then
for... Yeah?
Did they give it 7 out of 10?
No, 1 out of 10.
That seems a bit harsh, I'm going to be honest.
At least they didn't say there was too much water. Yeah, except for the heated encounter in which our arresting emerald-haired protagonist must do battle with a towering heap of sentient refuse, her ferocious barrage of swift-sailing needles piercing this fangorious creature's bulk as it emerges from the poisonous murk to unleash searing beam attacks that must be quickly avoided by way of her graceful, soaring leaps. No, wait. That's some sort of cross between Shinobi 3 and El Viento. Hold on. That would be awesome. And then they get into talking about a fan fiction of a cross between Shinobi 3 and El Viento for a paragraph. Okay. So, just so you know, the GameFAQs review gets a little distracted.
Oh, that is a GameFAQs review.
Oh, yeah.
Except that it's also on honestgamers.com. So I wonder if...
They're like, I need to share my review with the world.
I wonder if the GameFAQs review is actually just stolen from the Honest Gamers one. I have had that happen a few times.
It's possible.
I mean, to the extent that there are several Steam user reviews.
Actually, wait. Who was the writer on?
Show, apparently.
Okay, this was Tachibana Ukyo.
I have no idea then.
When was that one posted?
June 7th, 2005.
This was posted April 22nd, 2004. So maybe Honest Gamers stole from GameFAQs.
Honest Gamers are not so honest after all.
Honest Gamers...
Maybe it is maybe it is the same person. I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. I think that they stole. Honest Gamers just stealing honest reviews.
I can say for sure that I've seen reviews I've written on professional sites which people have put up on as Steam user reviews.
Wait, really?
As their own work. Yeah.
Aww.
Which is usually hilarious because the comments on anything I write are inevitably full of, oh, you were paid off or you're biased or something. While the comments for my review posted up by someone else on Steam were all, oh, this is much better than anything those so-called games journalists do and all the rest of it. So, yeah, that was fun.
The irony. The irony.
Pretty much. Oh, how long is left in this match? I have no time.
Like 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm really not sure who's winning. Probably Absurdity.
I'm sure Katus will tell us.
Oh
at
yeah,
some point.
Katus for sure knows. Thank you, Katus, for
knows.
he chose the game. It's just so much of the game looks the same. I need to pay attention to when like stage 5 appears, you know, the title screen for that stage. Okay, Absurdity avoiding the punk, but man, this child just running towards him. Oh, that combo! Wow.
Yeah. Children run past and kick you in the shins, and that means you just hop up and down for a moment, not reacting to the person stabbing you in the back of the face.
Oh, jeez. Stabbing you in the back of the face? Isn't that...
I was going to say the back of the head, and then I don't know. I went for the face instead.
Kind of really creepy to stab the back of the face. It's like knife popping out of your nose. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah.
Gross.
Sorry.
You better apologize.
I won't do it again. I'm going to do it again.
Okay, so apparently Absurdity has been on stage 5. Zayla Ray may be on stage 5. That's okay. We'll watch Absurdity leaving the stage. Ooh, Corndan is a patrolman. Good job. Yeah, the biggest thing, I think, is to conserve your lives.
Yeah, that seems most important. The problem is, from stage 3 onwards, it looks like doors that enemies can come out of can just kind of appear out of the middle of nowhere. And with the sluggishness of your shooting animation, you are usually going to take damage unless you can predict where enemies are going to come from.
Yeah. Oh, Julian! Almost game over. Gonna have to hurry and go back. Oh no, promotion denied! Julian, no! He did not get the promotion. Okay, apparently Absurdity has made it to the driving section of stage 6 before. He's currently on 5.
Okay.
Okay. Julian bagging the dunce.
Rapid fire 20mm cannon awarded.
Oh, baby, I love that. How come I don't get awarded that when I get my promotion denied, huh?
I should say, when driving, that firing, it is a case of tapping the button constantly. And as far as I can tell, there doesn't really seem to be much of a limit to how fast you can shoot, so that's just annoying.
Oh yeah, you can tell more or less how far they are based off of how good their car is. So, sort of.
They've got turbochargers and rapid fire cannons and weird pistons that come out of the wheels. Damn, I was really hoping that Corndan was going to stay on the title screen for a moment so we could hear that music.
Oh man. Well, he might get... Oh no, the child is after Absurdity's blood. Okay, it's okay. Absurdity continuing on, killing the dunce.
I'm really curious about some of the headgear that these... I kind of want to call them punks, that these punks are wearing.
They're wearing a lot, yeah.
A rat bit his foot. Bombs are all over the floor, and then another rat bit his foot.
Oh, rats. Please stop that, okay? Butts are not made for biting. Unless you get a rump roast. What? Those are pretty good,
There are
Faizu.
so many ways I can respond to that, and I'm not taking any of them.
Absurdity! No! He just got knocked down by a flamethrower, and then the guy escaped. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna stay. You're on fire. Goodbye."
If you lose a life while you're facing one of the stage bosses, then they escape.
I wonder if anybody's gonna figure out the exploit, because that would really help with these later stages.
It would. At this point, with this amount of time left, I wonder whether that would be enough for someone to actually catch up from the start of the game. Like, how long would it take you to get to stage 6 or 7 doing that from the very beginning and just waiting out the timer?
I don't know, because the time goes quickly. It's like if you took an inverted Tim, 6 seconds, but instead or 3 seconds. Instead, it's like 1/3 of a second for each second.
It is quick, but then again, when they do finish a level successfully, they are usually making it out before the timer expires anyway, so it might still be faster. On the first levels, at least. It's just safer to not actually bother doing the levels.
Yeah, 1/3 of a Tim. I think it's safer and faster to not do the levels. Like, I'm gonna be honest here. Zayla Ray did get a game over. Are they going to start back into this, or are they calling it done?
I feel like you could probably do like the first 2 levels, and then after that, you just sit there at the entrance and let time run down.
I think so. I think that's the way to go.
Although you do still have to deal with the driving segments doing that, in fairness.
Yeah, anybody want a free world record? Speedrun this game. Honestly, the fastest way to play it might just be waiting by the entrance every single time.
From what Kate was telling me, there are... I mean, like I say, we were discussing this earlier when Kate was trying to figure out how to score it. But Kate says that if you... It looks like if you miss catching a criminal they escape, you have to capture them later.
Okay.
Because the long play apparently beats 11 stages. But people have mentioned going into stage 16. So... It may be that there are 11 criminals to catch. If you don't catch all of them, it loops back around to those levels. I don't know.
Oh, geez. If you have to do the levels again, then yeah. You want to get them first try.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We don't really know if that's how it works or not, because that would require playing this for an extended period of time, and nobody wants to do that.
That would be cruel. Just heartless. Oh my gosh. Absurdity killing the dunce. Oh, the dunce exploded and the kid's jumping for joy. Blood!
What
Daddy, blood!
What sort of kid hangs out outside like a drug-filled apartment complex in a nuclear dystopia just doing jumping jacks?
Honestly, I was going to say it's fairly close to the kids in Dwarf Fortress who just, like, as soon as there are corpses, the kids are going to play around them. Seriously. That's just what the kids do.
I kind of want you to do... I kind of want you to do either a Dwarf Fortress stream sometime, or just to teach me how to play Dwarf Fortress.
I'll do one sometime, for sure.
Do an educational Dwarf Fortress stream, because I would love to learn how to play that game. I've just had a really difficult time getting into it. Whereas other similar games, things like RimWorld, I've had a much easier time with.
I think Zalo Ray is just trying to wait out the clock here to see what happens. Continue on.
Issued time of arrival not met. Continue on.
Wait, maybe that's the fastest way.
What, just stop the car?
Yeah, just go really slow so that the time expires, and then you, like, pass the mile time? Oh my gosh.
Zayla is still going slowly at this point. So I kind of get the sense that Zayla has actually just given up.
Maybe. Let's see what happens.
The question is, when they get to that point, Kate tells me you get 50,000 points for arriving on time. But let's see if the criminal is still there or if it'll give them the next level. No, next level.
It is the next level?
Yeah.
Did it say stage 2?
Oh, no, it is level 1. Never mind.
Oh, that's dumb.
So yeah, the only advantage to getting there on time is indeed getting yourself 50,000 points. Testing out the range of his weapon using that child. And now just trying to leave the level.
Okay.
So at this point, I can't tell if Zayla has actually given up or is actually trying the exploit.
I think they may be trying the exploit, and frankly, I think this is the best idea. Oh, she did shoot the child, so that's not very nice. 0 points.
She. Okay, pronouns. Good stuff.
I believe. I mess up all the time. It's just my life.
Yeah, I mean, so do I. Unless I'm certain, I tend to stick to they, but...
Okay, Zayla went into the building, just waiting for time to run out, shooting the gun. Good.
Why does it say that, like, the criminal is called Dan Butch, age 23, and then it says mass 230? Is that his weight? Why is his weight relevant?
He's kind of, I don't know, he's a fatty, so... They just want you to know.
Does it say the mass for the rest of the criminals? Or is it just being, a bit rude?
Let me take a look. It might it does actually.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it's listing 225 for Bill Droon.
Bill Droon.
I have to wonder if those photos are actually of like the developers or their friends and family or something. Or possibly considering that the first criminal you catch is wearing a safety helmet, whether they're actually just like license-free images.
Okay, sorry, just clarifying with Justin. We're going to start the match as soon as we can once this game is done. Oh, no. Oh, Absnerdity got a promotion. Good job. He shot a guy and then got promoted.
He is now a flatfoot.
That sounds unhealthy.
I need to check something. I need to check my slang terminology.
Wait, so mass is kilos? No. There's no way, okay? And the reason is, like, everybody, except for a couple people, there are a couple people who are under 200 mass. Bob is 185 and Don is 169. And Don has to be the skinny dude. Oh, there's Mike who's at 190. There's no way it's kilos.
Okay, so he just got promoted to patrolman, basically.
Ooh.
As that is what flatfoot means.
Okay, flatfoot is patrolman.
Yeah, isn't that basically like the lowest rung of the Techno cop ladder, though?
Techno cop. You need to not shoot children and issue parking tickets.
Well, no, they're okay with you shooting children. Shooting children, you only lose 5,000 points, but capturing a bad guy or getting to the crime scene on time, they net you 50,000 each.
Okay. Zayla is still doing the exploit, just chilling.
Yep.
Can I make sure Julian's stream is synced? I can go ahead and refresh it if you would like. Just go ahead and do that, and hopefully we don't get an ad, because I should have it set up so we don't get ads. Maybe. Okay, there. It's been refreshed.
Julian's stream was definitely back for me. Mike Metak, mass 190.
230 slugs is roughly 7,000 pounds. I doubt that it's measured in slugs then, because that would be a really fat enemy. They'd take up like half of a room. Hey, how did you do?
This is in a nuclear wasteland, so maybe everyone in the game is actually like 30 feet tall.
That could be true. Yep. Yep. I'm loving these sound effects. Oh, yeah, if you love these sound effects, just wait until the Tag and Dragon music,
God.
okay? Because that's where life is, okay? That's what dreams are made of. Zayla Ray, I think, ran out of time. Wow.
Yep. But is still going in and is now going out.
Yeah, it looks like you have to go in and out in order. Maybe not.
Well,
Stage
either way.
3. Yay.
Yeah, as I say, I feel like this is probably the slower way of doing it on the early levels, but definitely faster and safer as you get further in. The problem is Zayla Ray's car is in really bad condition. If Zayla Ray crashes one or two more times... Yeah, if Zayla Ray crashes once more, that's game over.
It's game over?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
You have one life in your car. If your car is destroyed, yeah, your vehicle has been damaged beyond repair, game over.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, that's rough. Yeah, Zayla Ray is pretty much out of it at this point. Corndan was also doing the same strat, though. Just wait until you can hop back in your car. Is there any way to repair your car?
I don't know. It is possible that it's possible capturing or killing the criminals does it, but I genuinely don't know. You have the manual. What's the manual say?
The manual, I'll read you one section here because it's pretty good. Biting rats and menacing children can slow your progress and cost you valuable hunting time in tenement buildings. Avoid these pests if you can.
Are you allowed to shoot the annoying children? Like, not the ones who are doing jumping jacks, but the other ones.
Shooting civilians can provide you with extra target practice, but will cost you valuable points.
I like that they managed to put a positive spin on shooting the civilians.
Target practice.
That's great.
Yeah, good target practice. Wow.
Technocop really does not care about children. He's just all about taking down everyone else. It's not like RoboCop, who, can't shoot the innocent and so on. No, Technocop, he's all about shooting the innocent. That's fine. As long as he gets his man, it's all good.
Yeah. Oh, well, good. Oh no, Julian achieved the rank of cop while he's planted face down on the ground.
These ranks seem ridiculous. Like, shouldn't the ranks be... I don't know. Like, it seems to go... What order does it go in? Like, grunt, flatfoot, cop?
I don't know. It goes in some order. Grunt. Yeah, I think it's grunt, flatfoot, cop. I'm not 100% sure what comes after that, but I don't know. They're not the greatest ranks in the world. They could definitely maybe improve on that when it comes to the game.
Well, I mean, considering that you presumably oh yeah, patrol officer.
Oh yeah, patrol officer.
officer.
Looks like Julian is offline. Yeah, they're like, that's enough Techno Cop for me.
I can't blame them.
They sent a cute picture. Okay, I'll go ahead and add that as.
Ooh, excuse me. Karazi 19. I will say that this does control an awful lot worse than it looks. But then again, RoboCop 3 on every system is an abomination. So I'm not really sure which I prefer. But I mean, if you're watching this and thinking that the controls don't look that terrible, you are sadly mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, geez, we're almost out of time. So close. 15 seconds left. Zayla Ray's just partying out here. Corndan racing around. Okay, let's see. Can I get another perfect time stop? No! Okay, it was a good try, though. Corndan, I appreciate it, but...
You turned off the script.
Yeah.
I know your tricks.
There was no script, okay? I promise you. No script. We are done. That is time. Techno Cop. What a fantastic game. Techno Cop did a great job. He busted all those baddies. Apparently, Zaylo Ray won, then discovered the secret best strat after. So good job, Zaylo Ray. Holy cow. I thought Absolutely was in the lead, but apparently things have changed.
Yeah, GG's all. That was something you should be proud of having suffered through for the entire hour.
I do have a message, though, that our dear Julian sent to us. Specifically this. Yeah, good dog. Good dog. Thank you, Julian. That was a fun match. Very, very enjoyable. And we also learned a lot about Technocop lore, so it's good stuff.
I like that image.
Yeah, it's good. Let's see.
Congratulations, everyone. You're